In a stunning turn of events that has taken even seasoned royal watchers by surprise, Queen Mary of Denmark, the Australian-born consort who has become one of Europe's most admired royal figures, has made a decision about her eldest son, Prince Christian, that is shaking the very foundations of Denmark's royal future. The decision, whispered about in corridors of power, speculated on in newsrooms, and now exploding across social media, is not just a matter of family dynamics. It has ignited national debates, provoked passionate reactions, and raised questions about tradition, duty, and the future of the monarchy itself. What began as a quiet internal discussion has now erupted into a national spectacle. Sources close to the royal palace in Amalienborg revealed that Queen Mary, often regarded as the stabilizing force behind King Frederik X's reign, had been grappling with the pressures surrounding Prince Christian's role as crown prince for months, if not years. Her decision, bold and unexpected, was not made lightly. Those within her inner circle describe long, emotional conversations between mother and son, intense late-night deliberations with King Frederik, and consultations with royal advisors deeply rooted in centuries of Danish tradition. Prince Christian, now 19, has always carried the weight of expectation on his young shoulders. Born into the public eye and raised under the watchful gaze of a monarchy that prides itself on continuity and heritage, he has long been seen as the symbol of Denmark's future. But Queen Mary's announcement, now public and reverberating through Danish society, challenges that assumption. Without warning, Her Majesty confirmed that Prince Christian will not be immediately stepping into full royal duties as previously expected. Instead, he will be granted a period of semi-independence, a royal sabbatical of sorts, during which he is expected to explore personal pursuits, international experiences, and even potential academic ventures outside of Denmark. The Queen's reasoning, to allow her son to mature away from the relentless pressures of public duty and to experience, as much as possible, life as a private citizen before eventually ascending to the throne. Reactions have been swift and divided. To some, Queen Mary is being hailed as a visionary, a modern mother and monarch who dares to defy centuries of rigid protocol to prioritize her child's emotional and intellectual development. They point to the immense pressure that royal heirs around the world have crumbled under, arguing that Queen Mary's decision is both compassionate and strategic. They highlight her own journey from Tasmania to the throne, noting how deeply she understands the importance of personal identity, growth, and the balance between public expectation and private fulfillment. But not everyone agrees. Critics argue that this move undermines the very purpose of monarchy. Commentators on traditional platforms and across Danish talk radio express concerns that the Queen's decision sets a dangerous precedent. Some have gone as far as to accuse the royal family of royal hesitancy, claiming that the monarchy is retreating from its duties at a time when national unity and identity are more fragile than ever. For these detractors, Prince Christian's absence from regular duties could weaken public trust in the institution. Meanwhile, royal experts are rushing to analyze every detail of the decision. Veteran commentator Jens Nygaard, in a striking editorial, remarked that Queen Mary's boldness mirrors that of another famous royal outsider, Diana, Princess of Wales, who famously challenged the institution from within. Others are drawing comparisons with the British royal family's struggles, particularly Prince Harry's well-publicized exit and Prince William's attempts to modernize his role. But this, as many point out, is different. This is not a resignation. It's not a rejection of duty. It's a pause, and it's Queen Mary's way of taking control of a narrative before it spirals. Behind closed doors, the Queen's decision is reportedly supported, if cautiously, by King Frederik. Though often described as a traditionalist, the king has shown a remarkable willingness to embrace modernity in his reign so far, and those close to him suggest that he trusts Mary's instincts implicitly. She knows what's at stake, one palace insider told local press. And she knows what kind of man she wants Christian to become. This development has also sparked renewed interest in the rest of the royal children. Princess Isabella, Christian's younger sister, has suddenly found herself in the spotlight, with questions emerging about her potential future roles. Could she be called upon to fulfill royal duties in her brother's absence? What about the royal twins, Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine, still young, but already exhibiting the poise and presence typical of future leaders? Queen Mary has remained composed amid the media frenzy. At a recent public appearance, she wore a serene expression, dressed in an elegantly understated outfit that subtly echoed the Danish flag, a reminder, perhaps, of her unwavering commitment to her adopted homeland. She offered no direct comment on the decision, but those who observed her noted a quiet confidence, a regal calm that suggested she knew the storm was coming, and that she is ready to weather it. For many Danes, this moment is personal. Queen Mary is not just a figurehead, she's someone they've watched grow, adapt, and thrive in a role she never expected. Her love story with Frederik, her impeccable sense of duty, and her hands-on approach to motherhood have endeared her to a nation. So when she makes a move this dramatic, it resonates far beyond palace walls. This is not just royal gossip. This is the evolution of a monarchy in real time. And yet, as the Danish public continues to digest the news, the conversations brewing across living rooms, classrooms, cafes, and news studios reveal just how deeply connected the people feel to their royal family, and particularly to Queen Mary. Her decision has sparked not just a media frenzy but a broader cultural discussion about what it means to raise a future monarch in the 21st century. Is tradition still the guiding force behind royalty, or is adaptability now the crown's most valuable jewel? Younger Danes, especially those in their teens and 20s, seem to overwhelmingly support the Queen's move. Many point to the mental health challenges faced by royals around the world, from the tragic arc of Princess Diana's life to the ongoing struggles of Prince Harry, as justification for letting Prince Christian step back before he steps up. "I think it's smart," one university student wrote on Twitter. "Let him learn who he is before they tell him who he's supposed to be." But others, particularly more conservative voices, are not so forgiving. They worry that Mary's modern mindset could erode the authority of the crown. To them, the monarchy is built on constancy, the idea that while everything else changes, the royal family endures with duty at its core. If Christian isn't ready, one radio host argued, then maybe the institution itself isn't ready for what's coming next. Still, behind all the public debate, the deeply personal nature of Queen Mary's choice cannot be ignored. Insiders describe the Queen as a mother first and a royal second. She has always been hands-on with her children, often photographed picking them up from school, cheering at their sporting events, and walking with them hand in hand during national celebrations. This decision, however shocking it may seem to outsiders, is deeply consistent with the Mary Denmark has come to know: compassionate, composed, and unafraid to challenge outdated norms for the sake of her family's well-being. This is not the first time Queen Mary has quietly reshaped expectations. From day one, she brought a fresh energy to the Danish court. Her background, so far removed from aristocracy, has allowed her to bring in perspectives other royals might overlook. Mental health, gender equality, digital safety, these are not just policy interests for Mary, they're passions. And now, it seems, her reformist outlook has reached the royal core, her own family. As the Danish royal court braces for more scrutiny and perhaps further announcements, the rest of Europe is watching closely. What Queen Mary has done isn't just a decision for her son, it's a signal. A signal that the old rules no longer apply in the same way. That the next generation of royals may be raised not to obey, but to lead with empathy, individuality, and courage. And in a world growing weary of institutions that feel detached from reality, Queen Mary's boldness may just be the royal reset everyone was waiting for. And what of Prince Christian? Friends say he's both relieved and anxious. The pressure of expectation had been mounting for years. Every smile, every misstep, every word analyzed to exhaustion. This reprieve offers him a chance to find